Welcome back to another episode of Sanda. So in the previous one, we ended it off with a pretty big cliffhanger, right? Because Sanda got shot. He got found out by the Santa Extermination Squad. I forgot what they call, like St. Nicholas, like SWAT team. So yeah, he got shot there, and it was actually a really cool scene because there was this old guy or older guy who was getting really invested in the story that they were talking about. You know, the kids were talking about how, you know, confessing and stuff like that. It kind of seemed that way on the surface, but then they were talking about how, you know, Sanda is the descendant of Santa and stuff, and the guy was just acting as if he doesn't even compute what's happening right now, and then he just randomly shot him. So it was a really cool scene. But Sanda is now shot, and it seems like, and he also has transformed. So how is he gonna get out of this situation? I guess we'll see. Also, I really like in the previous episode we got to see obviously the girl who is not supposed to be dead, but who was presumed to be dead, and also who disappeared like long ago, the Fuyumura's friend. And yeah, we saw her in the classroom, and Fuyumura had a really cool scene once again where she started laughing out of relief, and then obviously that laugh going into crying and stuff like that. Really, really cool, kind of emotional scene. And what does that actually mean? Because the second Fuyumura saw the girl bolted it, and you know, she escaped. So what the hell happened there? What does that all mean? I guess we'll find out in these upcoming episodes. But if you wanna watch this, Uncut and Unblurred as always on my Patreon in the description. Let's go into Sanda episode 4. Zeus, Smasher of Textbooks. I thought he had a different title. ダム。Uh-oh, I fell here. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Of course, as one would. Of course. Normal. Okay. Sure. That's not the direction of this meeting that I thought was. I didn't think it was gonna go in this direction, is what I'm trying to say. Ooh. Ooh. Satan Nick Pursuit Unit, that's it. Ah.
あんたはこの時代にいちゃいけない存在なのに。
声しなくなっちゃった。
大丈夫かな。
What the What? Ah!
したぜ。俺はてっきり過去のサンタは人でもぶっ殺してたのかと思いきや、まさかそういうことだったのかよ。俺
No!
はずっと嫌だったんだ。サンタクロースのくせに股間がバッチリ完
I'm
備して
fully
て
packing
目
downstairs.
つきも悪いこの姿が自分の姿が疑わしくて、この姿の時は鏡を見ないようにしてた。でもサンタは
Ugh.
今も昔も夢や希望を与えるだけの存在。そう言ったな今。
Ah!
そういうことなら俺は胸を張ってこの身一つで子供たちのために存分に戦えるじゃねえか。チッ、余計なこと言ったら残業する羽目になって。
今、中で何が起きてる？
Don't worry about it.
助けるべき。
No.
下手に手出ししない方が
修正？なわけないでしょ。間もなく葬儀が始まります。やだ、私ったらちょっとワクワクしちゃった。内緒にしといてあげる。目
What
が生
happened?
き生きしてると嫌われるよ。死んだ目死んだ目。ねえ冬村さん、男の人の
David?
裸って本当にこんななのかな。うわ、あんたこんな本よく見つけてきたね。ダメって言われると余計気になっちゃうじゃん。大人はさ、私たち
Oh, do you think that's why she disappeared?
虫歯
Because she was going against the grain?
結婚するまではキスが禁止されてるのがそう。昔の若者が好きな人とキスしてよかったんだよ。キスしたいの？冬村さんはしてみたくないの？いや、してみたかったら問題だし。考えたこともないよ。
Yeah?
食いしばってたら奥歯が痛んで。いっそのことすでにお互いに虫歯があれば。
I did not think this was gonna be going here. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah.
なんて考えたけど、所詮私たちには神話だ。神話のはずだ。
Where are you aiming that gun?
人のぬくもりも、時折心に立つ荒波のようなものも、全部現実にはないものだと思うようにしてた。
冬村の笑顔のため、子供たちのために。
Ooh!
いててて。俺は今ここで捕まるわけにはいかないんだ。
サンダと出会ってから、私の中の神話がみるみる現実になっていく。在校生起立。校歌斉唱。
Dude, this is so cool. So yeah, obviously it's criticizing the entire, well, mostly Japanese, well, a lot of this Japanese rules, the Japanese society and stuff like that. But also it's, a lot of it is also very global. It's not only a Japanese problem, right? But I really like the way that it's criticizing all of those things, like, you know, oppressing especially children and, you know, making it so that they shouldn't even for a second worry about, you know, what they should do and stuff like that, or wonder what they should do, or hope that they could do something else, but they should instantly crush those dreams and just make them into a cog in the machine. And also being like, you know what, let's make this country so bad that the children instantly give up on it, and they just are like, you know what, Shkat and I, we can't do anything here, so let's just stay here and be the cog in the machine. It's not like we can do anything else, right? I feel like that's a very From from what I've seen, it's unfortunately a very Japanese mindset that a lot of people have. And as I said, I feel like I need to reiterate because this is the internet. It's not a Japan exclusive problem, but it is very much prominent there. So I feel like, yeah, Itagaki Paru is definitely criticizing a lot of those issues, which is really cool. That's really, really interesting, right? Also, I wonder if this entire segment here of, Fuyamura and Ono like wanting to kiss and have a thing for each other. I wonder if it's also criticizing the entire concept of sexuality being very way more sensitive and closed off in some countries like Japan. I wonder, but I guess we'll see. I wonder if Uno's disappearance is related to that entire thing of breaking the stigma, trying to break out of the system and stuff. That would make sense, right? おお、he's just thanking them. Ah! All six of them. 'Don't give them any hope. From a former child. I love the concept of this. It's so cool. Uh-oh. Oh, those were the cheeks.
しかし、今この場で赤江の特捜隊に暴れられたら それこそ生徒に多大なトラウマを植え付けてしまいかねぬ。あの手は待てか。でもあいつよく見たらこの前のテロリストじゃ。でもなんか様子が。せっかくだし言いたいことを言うか。俺はお前がわからないよ。何を考えているのか、どこで何をしているのか。とにかく元気でいてほしい。じゃないと困るんだ。必ず見つけてやる。この葬式どうなってんの。神様が参列してるよ。おい、神のおっさん見た？見た、神のおっさん。サンダは神のおっさん見た？いやー、俺昨日はその場にいなくて残念ながら。今日だけですでに100回は耳に入ってきてる。神のおっさんとは多分、いや、紛れもなく
Definitely talking about you.
俺のことだ。
Yep.
すごかったんだぜ。マジで超常現象だったよ。急に天井突き破って小野の葬儀に現れて、その場にいたみんながあっけに取られて。そう、とにかくあっけに取られてた。大渋学園長なんて噴死しそうになってたんだぜ。そんでもって奴は消えたんだ。
Of course it was Fuyumura with the bombs.
そう、それはすごいよ。
With the explosives as always.
そうですか。昨日はサンキューな、冬村。おかげでなんとか会場から抜け出せたよ。こんな大騒ぎになるとは。当たり前でしょ。トイレだって男女分けじゃなくて、大人と子供で分けられてるこの時代に、全裸のおっさんが大勢の子供の前に突然現れるなんて。もう分かった分かった。俺だって昨日のことは相当恥ずかしいんだから。サンダ、ありがとうって言いたかったの。冬村って案外こういうところある。一度心を許した相手にはかなり距離が近くなるタイプっていうか。ねえ、学内がどこもかしこもすごいことになってるよ。ですから報告した通り体育館にいましたってば。分かってんのか。サンタを逃がしたんだぞ。野球だ。あれ、とにかくもしもし、第五学園に報告しろ。なんか電話が。おい、あれ、野球だ。おかしい、聞こえないな。聞こえてる。もしもし、なんとか言え。もしもーし。たく、俺が一番分かってるっつうの。逃がしたサンタクロースはでかすぎたぜ。神のおっさんグッズだよ。
They made merch.
700円。
Oh, Beastars.
神のおっさん着地。似てる似てる。神のおっさんはさ、爆発の神様なんだってば。
So they've been given an idol to worship now, to believe in.
みんなでメッセージ書こう。
The society is not gonna like this.
神のおっさんってさ、
神のおっさんは
神のおっさん、
神のおっさん。
神のおっさん。怖い怖い怖い。この学校の生徒みんなが完全に俺を神様だと信じきってる。まあ、股間を晒した代償っていうか、それだけ影響力があったのよ、おっさんらには。怖すぎるよ、こんなの。おっと、とんでもないことしちゃったな。俺が起こしたことだ。俺が責任取らなくちゃ。サンダって実はめちゃくちゃ真面目だよな。サンタクロースの気質というよりは、サンダ自身の性格だ、きっと。
Hmm.
大丈夫かな。何をそんなに怖がってるんだろう。
What's up, Fuyumura?
冬村、大丈夫？大丈夫よ。なんで？いや、身長足りなくて消せなかったんでしょ。身長いじりはやめろって。
届くね。俺だって届くわ、このくらい。はあ、なんか落ち着く。冬村のそばにいる時だけ、俺、サンダ、14歳の少年でいることを許されてるみたいだ。
Was it because of the funeral?
本当にありがとう、サンダ。文字通り、この葬式ぶっ壊してくれて。いいって、別に。
Oh, don't say that he's your god or something. He's not gonna like that one.
あんた細いね。いや、冬村だって。そうだね。まだ14歳だもんね。子供だよ、身も心も。だな。なんか安心した。子供なんだよな、俺たち。そうだよ。だから私、
Uh oh.
やっぱり。この姿のサンダが好き。
俺が本当に怖がっていたのはこれだ。そうかそうか。いつの間にか赤いジャージ隠して持ってたのか。どうだ、少しは楽になっただろ。サンタがいつでも胸を貸してやる。どうして涙が出そうになる。お前はサンタクロースだろ。
小野に会いたいよ、サンダ。
そうだよな。子供に頼られること、大人の役目を果たすこと、それが冬村の前だとこんなにきついなんて。いや、そんなこと思っちゃいけない。
ごめん。何してんだろう、私。バカみたい。サンダにも失礼だし。
Well, it's the first time they've been given like an idol. A god, if you will. Any kind of
鍵はちゃん
hope.
と閉めてるから大丈夫。ごめん。だけど、もう一度、ぎゅっとお願いします。
So they're gonna develop like a big reliance on it. It doesn't,
笑ってないよ。
or it does make sense, I should say.
14歳の冬村は子供と大人を一日に何往復してるんだろう。そして俺も。
ありがとう。次はあんたの番。ぶっちゃけプレッシャーがしんどいんじゃないの？話聞くよ。
おう。あと何往復したら身も心もサンタになれるんだろう。俺たちまだまだ先は長そうだ。あ、チョークの粉ついてるぞ。
取って。
Uh oh.
なんかキモくて可愛くない？あ、風尾！見て見て！神のおっさん！神？何それ？ただのおっさんじゃん。でもまあ、結構楽しかったね。
She's gonna be a big character here, right?
あんな刺激的なことやってくれたらいいのに。私のクソ婚約者も。
Okay. Dude, I love the concept of this. It's so cool. It's obviously like societal criticism of all of the flaws, as I said earlier, all of the flaws of society in general, and also some very Japanese things, some very global things, right? So it's really interesting. I really like that. I really like that. It's so cool. I was thinking about this. Yeah, it's interesting how obviously the kids were raised in a world that doesn't have like a god. It doesn't give any kind of hope to children. It doesn't give anything to strive for. And then suddenly you give them, or they see this kind of like idol, this kind of thing happen in front of them, right? They see Sanda appear like this, in this form. And then obviously they're gonna start revering it. They're gonna start, it's gonna light a fire inside their soul, right? It makes sense because it was gonna be the first time they were ever gonna see anything like this. So it's really cool how they're doing this, right? Yeah, I really, really like it. Wow, it's gonna be so interesting to see what's gonna happen now. Obviously, Sanda, because of this, has been, first of all, feeling pressure, and I feel like the way that he's talking about it feels like he's also been losing kind of like, not sense of self necessarily, but it feels like nobody's appreciating him as him anymore. Or at least his friends that know about him, or Fuyumura, even now has been kind of like seeing him more as Santa instead of Sanda, which is interesting, right? It feels like he is becoming more Santa than Sanda inside, which, yeah, it does feel like he has a bit of an identity crisis and stuff like that. So it's gonna be interesting seeing where this is gonna go. I really found the entire scene with Ono and Fuyumura very interesting on the bed and stuff like that. I guess, I don't know how, yeah, it's obviously they're like 14, so that's the time where hormones go crazy. I wonder if Uno's disappearance is obviously connected to the entire thing of her becoming, like, breaking out of the mold, becoming more, I guess, more rebellious in a sense to the system, and more curious. That's it, more curious and stuff like that, right? Which obviously curiosity and creativity and all those things are not are not welcome in this kind of society, it seems like, right? It kind of feels like, honestly, kind of like Matrix, you know? Uno figures out, wait, something's wrong here, and then she just she gets out of the Matrix. But yeah, it's really interesting. I wonder which direction this is gonna go in. I wonder how they're gonna tackle this, right? But as I said, I really like stories that actually utilize real problems like this and criticize them in this kind of manner. I think it's really, really cool. I guess we'll see where the story is gonna go from here, though. So for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.